Good morning, hockey fans. We're getting ready to fire it up here for the JV game. Just getting things ready here. We just got in the building a little while ago. Looking forward to a good game here. The girls are saying hi to the camera. They are live. We will also get you the warm-ups here. The goalie cam on the Jacks side by side here. So as we get ready to go, 4:17 on the warm-up clock. We'll be back at you here in just a couple of minutes. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday afternoon now, everybody. Be right back. All right, back at you here. 2:36 left on the warm-up clock. So your afternoon Saturday game here, this is the JV game, the Lumberjacks versus the Green Wave. Then we'll have the varsity after this one. I'm going to try not to slaughter the names too bad here, because it takes me about a game to get used to everybody and their new numbers. 7 is Larson. Let's see, 15 is Frank. 16 is Winkler. 9 is Fuller, that was mine. 8's O'Brien. 4 is Pemberton. 6 is Grand. 20 is Longberg. Got a few of these down. 16, back at it is Winkler. 19 is Knutson. Down in the heat there, number 4. That's Pemberton. Buck and a half left here in the warm-ups. Get you a look at the Green Wave here. The Wave are playing with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like 10 skaters and a goalie. 10 skaters and a goalie. The Green Wave wearing their home whites trimmed in black and green. Black helmets, white socks. And your Lumberjacks are in their away dark blues, blue helmets, blue jerseys, blue socks trimmed in white with dark blue helmets. And we're skating 2 goalies, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for the Jacks. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 13 and 2 goalies for a total of 15. Give you another look at the Green Wave here. Got a ref cam here. It's a new one. So when they come up to the scoreboard, we can see them. Trying to find out a way to hear them. But that's your ref cam. There's your bench cam. Then we got goalie cam 1, goalie cam 2, or if you want, side-by-side goalie cam. We can have all kinds of fun here with the broadcast. 3 seconds. We're about ready to drop the puck here. Again, it's going to take me a couple minutes to get used to the new numbers here. We'll get back to ref cam here. Center ice cam, if you will. That's the ref cam. There's my view. Always looking for somebody else to join the broadcast with me here. I love a color commentator, another camera operator. That's Brunette, 23, right in front of us there. So the girls are picking up the pucks. Jersey Everhart is goalie number 30. Libby Byron, goalie number 39. I believe they're going to take half the game each. Hope everybody can hear me all right. We got the Wi-Fi is strong. The mics are working. Everything's powered up. We're ready to go. Just 2 refs for the JV game here. Go down and get you on ref cam there. Both teams at their bench. All right, Jacks are ready to go. Looking like it's going to be Byron to start. The Wave's good to go. The refs look like they're good to go. So the ref's going to check with both goalies here. This is game number 1 on the season, everybody. It's go time. If you're a hockey fan, we're into November. Hunting season started, and we're off. So the Wave wins the draw. Looking for somebody to pass to. They get it up through center. That's Frank on D along with Carlson. Here comes Fuller. She's going to dump it in hard. Throws it off the goalie. Here come the Wave the other way. Picked off by Frank. She's going to throw it over to the far wall. And now it goes back to Frank inside her own zone. She's going to try again. She sees a little green space. Frank trying to get around the D, top of the circle. Shallow angle. Airmailed that one over the top. This is Carlson, throws it towards the net. Saved by the goalie. Fuller trying to get a handle on it there. And out come the Wave to center. Backhand pass. That goes over to Larson. And right in front of us here, that's going to go back to Frank, who tried to hit 44, who I don't have on my cheater. We're going to have to figure out who that is. Comes into the offensive zone. Shot saved by Byron. Cleared away by Frank. 1 shot apiece here for both teams. Wave were able to keep it in the offensive zone. Stolen away by Carlson. She's looking for some space. She gets around the D from the dot. Backhand blocked. Shot goes wide. Carlson behind her net again. Out to the point. Thrown towards the net. Wave on a 2-on-1 potentially. And stolen away by Brand. She tries to throw it towards the net. That's blocked by a Wave. This is Brunette. She's going to go behind the Wave net here. Throws it out to the point. That one's blocked by the Wave. So that's Winkler throwing it in deep. Runnigan. Now Winkler to Runnigan. Shot. Oh, nice shot. Saved by the goalie. Who was that on the one-timer? That looked like it was Brunette. So we've got Knutson's out there. Wave win the draw. That was O'Brien whacking it back into the zone. Run again. Trying to get it past her. O'Brien's going to steal at the point. She gains the blue line. Top of the circle got knocked off her stick. Fuller trying to get a handle on it on her backhand. Tries to get a shot off. That one's blocked by the Wave. That was kept in by Runnigan. Fuller winning it at the blue line. She gets in a little bit deep. Now the Wave throw it to the far wall. Kept in by O'Brien. Now it pops out to Runnigan. She throws it up into the green Wave bench and we get a whistle. So face-off should be at center here. Nope, it's going to be just outside the Jack zone here. Both teams making a change. Quick Byron cam there for you. That's Winkler on the draw. They try to get it out. That goes back to Frank. Frank tries to get it out of the zone. She gets it up to Fuller. Fuller tries to get it to Winkler. That didn't work. That's going to go behind Byron. That was Frank with it. She loses the handle. She's going to go back the other way. I'd take that back. Yep, that's Frank. That one gets blocked. Bemidji getting tied up in their own zone there. Fuller and Larson. Fuller with the shot right into the mid of the goalie. Thank you, Kelly. 44 is Keeley Church. Good to know. Isn't technology amazing? Working together as a team. This one's out to Fuller. She get a handle on it. Nope. And now it pops out to center where Frank's going to grab it. She gets it over to Carlson. Carlson over to Fuller. Fuller's got some space. Got Larson with her. Throws it towards the net. That's intercepted by the Wave. Back to Frank. Frank tries to get a shot off. She gets her own. That's another block. Now to O'Brien with a shot. That's a bit of a whiff. Blocked by East Grand. Back to Frank again. Now Frank, that one goes over to Pemberton. And she loses. Now the Green Wave just inside their own zone. This is Runnigan. She lost the handle. And the Green Wave go across ice. Wave from behind their own net. That one's going to wrap around the near wall. Picked up by the D. And they lose the handle. Here tries O'Brien to get a good rush. Wave all the way back inside their own zone. Where O'Brien blew a tire. She's back up. Church now gets knocked off her stick. And the Wave trying to get out of the zone. I think that's O'Brien giving it a whack. Pemberton chasing. Now here come the Wave through the near side, up the near wall. O'Brien and Pemberton on D. Pemberton gets it in and blocks it in her skates. Green Wave tried to center. Church has got it. She sees Grand and passes it over to Grandy. Grandy into the zone. From the circle, she's going to pick it up at the dot. Back to Carlson. Shot. Good save by the Wave. From behind the net. Church into the corner. Brunette after it. And the Wave throw it up ice. And the arm's up, although it has to be played by Byron. So icing's waved off. Here comes Frank. Frank with a little speed. Gets around one. Throws it up ice to Knutson. Knutson throws it in deep, just missing Brunette. And the Wave are going to try the near side here. Nice pass up through center. Saved by Byron. Played up to Knutson. Gets by her. Gets up to center ice here. Taken by. And that's offsides on the Jacks. So we're going to get a face-off just outside the Green Wave zone. Quick look at the bench cam. And it looks like the Wave are going to change it up. Quick check on Byron. She's doing good. We're ready to go. This is Winkler on the draw with Knutson and Brunette. Looks like Carlson and Frank. Carlson drives into the zone. Just off the back wall. Greenway picking up at the hash mark. That's going to come back to Frank. Frank leaves it for Carlson. Carlson makes a move coming through center. She's got some space. Trying to get around the D. Shot. Saved by the goalie. That's what we call an armpit save. So the Jacks 5-2 on the shot so far. Face-off just going to be the left of the Wave goalie. This is Church on the draw. She wins it, gives it a whack towards the net. Fuller's going to pick it up. Over to Church, shot, blocked. shot off the side of the net. I don't think any of these made it to the net. And that's Larson. Now it goes back to O'Brien. O'Brien throws it towards the net. Waver going to wrap it around. That one's taken away by Pemberton. Or excuse me, Runnigan. This one's over to Runnigan. Over to Church. Church, looking for somebody to pass to. Shot right beneath the goalie and a goal! Not sure if Church got it or Fuller got it. We'll find out. We'll use the ref cam here. See if we can get a... I couldn't hear what he said. We'll have to get the update on that one. But right here in the first... Scoreboard. So we get the Jacks up 1. Jacks win the draw. This one's going over to Larson. Larson, Fuller on the far side, just missed it. She's looking for somebody to pass to. Now in the corner, comes back to O'Brien. O'Brien throws it towards the net. Wave, looking to get it out of their own zone, and they do. And that should be, icing's going to be waved off. Nice job by the Jacks getting out of their own zone. That is Pemberton. Goes behind the goalie. That goes over to Winkler out front to Frank. Frank grabs it, shot. That one's blocked out front. You can hear that one up in the booth. Over to Winkler. That gets lost in the skates of Pemberton. And here come the Wave. That one's going to be picked up by the Jacks. That's Carlson, gets it knocked off her stick. And the Jacks throw it in deep, and that's going to be icing on the Jacks. So it should bring this one all the way back to the left of Byron. So 1-0 is your score. I got the shot, 7-2. 5-on-5 hockey here. It looks like Winkler's still on the draw. Won by the Jacks. That's Carlson with it over to Frank. Tries to get it up ice. That one just comes out of the zone. That's Frank trying to get up out of the zone. Picked up by Burnett. She spirkles. Just lost the handle. So this is Winkler with it. She's going to throw it back where the Jacks are able to keep it in the zone. Now that one gets by Runnigan. Runnigan going to turn it up ice. Gets it over to Grand. Grand to Winkler. She just lost the handle. Now O'Brien tries to go skate the stick. Comes it back up, so the Green Wave try to gain inside the zone. They throw it into the far corner. So that's going to be Runnigan throwing it up ice. And the Green Wave in the neutral zone steal it. Throw it towards the net. Libby Byron with the save. So Knutson along the wall. Green Wave pick it up at center. That's going to be offsides, although they're able to check up, so Brunette's got it. She's going to throw it in deep where Knutson and Church will be after it. Wave do the old spinorama behind their own net. Throw it up the wall. And that one just gets by Frank, so that's going to be Carlson back to retrieve it. Carlson loses it, 2-on-0. Oh, the shot goes wide off the net. Carlson's going to pick it back up. She throws it over to Fuller. Fuller still has it, trying to get it out of the zone. There we go. Waver going to pick it up at center. Comes back to Frank. Frank over to Fuller. Fuller then missed the pass, whiffed on it. Back to Carlson again. Around to Frank. Trying to get up to Knutson. Wave with some good pressure here. Frank picks it up again. Frank making another move. And the Wave will pick it up at their own blue line as they retreat. 5:31 and counting here in the first period. Carlson, she throws it up to Knutson. That didn't work. She's going to now throw it up again. That just gets picked off by the D. So Winkler and Fuller chasing. Gets thrown in deep where Frank's going to go back and get it. So Fuller off, Pemberton on. Carlson's going to grab it, circles in front of her net, wraps it up the wall. Picked up by Knutson, but she's going to go off on a change. Jacks change on the fly here. Carlson's going to rip it in deep. Goes behind the net. Wave back behind their net again. Picked up by Runnigan. And the Wave back behind their own net again. Try to chip it out. No, and it just comes outside the zone. That's an easy offside call by the ref. And we'll give you a little look at the old bench cam. Jersey Everhart there right in the front. So it looks like Rand, Church, and Pemberton here. O'Brien and Runnigan on the defense. Runnigan throws it over to O'Brien. O'Brien's pass gets intercepted. And back to Runnigan. Runnigan with a little room. Driving to the slot. Shot right in the old mitt. Face-off going to come to the left of the Wave goalie. Jacks are able to keep it in deep. They're going to wrap it around the wall. O'Brien's going to try and keep it in. She does. Picks it up top of the circle, throws it towards the net. Shoved aside by the Wave goalie. Wave going to try and get it out of the zone again. And they do. Picked off by the Wave at center. They're going to throw it in deep. Ising's waved off. This is Runnigan to go get it. She's going to play it up the wall. Kept in by the Wave. Shot. Floater. Saved Byron. And we're going to get a face-off to the right of, or left of Byron. Both teams switching them up here with 3:32 to go. Face off to the left of Byron here. Wave win the draw. Back to the point. They lose it. And now throw it back in deep. That's going to be Byron to play it. Picked up by Runnigan. Runnigan hits Brunette. Brunette trying to hit Winkler. The Wave don't see it. Winkler and Knutson 2-on-1. Winkler out front. Shot right off the goalie. Good save. Played out front. Winkler pestering. It's going to be Runnigan keeping it in. Over to Knutson. And the Wave trying to get it out of the zone. Runnigan's going to throw it in deep. And the Wave are going to come away with it. Runnigan throws it back in. Called good at the line. Knutson's got Winkler. Knutson throws it towards the net. Shoved aside by the goalie. Tumble in the corner, no calls. Wave throw it up ice, kept in by Winkler. Shot, that one's blocked. Fuller wraps it up the ice to Winkler. Wave just waiting to enter the blue line with a little bit of speed. On the backhand, nice job by Frank, good stick work. Right out front, the Wave saved by Byron. Looks like she got a flipper on it. Back to the point. The Wave with some energy here. Tipped side, went wide right of Byron. Wave out to the point. This one's going to be picked off by Fuller. Fuller trying to get it up the zone. Comes back. Wave pick it up inside their own zone here. And that's going to be offside. It's called good now. And this one off the far wall. Trying to get past Larson. Winkler's got it. Winkler's going to hit the blue line. She gains the offensive zone. Here come the Wave back the other way. Wave off the end wall. That was nice job by Carlson. Church tries to throw it up ice to Larson. Picked off by the Wave. They go back to the point. Trying to get it in deep. Fuller gets it out of the zone. She's going to go off on a change. Picked up by Carlson. Lost it in the feet of Church. Frank with it. Frank's having a good game. That one just went off the feet of Pemberton. That one looks like it's going to go on ice. 45 are on net. 45 seconds left in the first. Larson looking to center. Back to the point where O'Brien just pops out of the zone. O'Brien. Back to Runningen, over to Pemberton. Pemberton trying to get it in deep. 26 and counting in the first period. Wave play it behind their own net. They're going to try and get up ice. Stolen by the Grandy. Grandy tries to get it over to, who was that? Pemberton. Kept in by O'Brien. And she's going to wrap it in deep. 7 to go here in the first. Church tries to center to Grant. Grant whiffed on it. Out to the point, and that's going to wrap it up for the end of the first. So 11-6 shots on goal. I got 11-5. End of the first. 1-0 is your score in favor of the Jacks. I'm going to go see if I can get the official scoring. Be right back. All right, hockey fans, back at it we come here. Official scoring on that first goal was 44 from 7, so that's Church from Larson. Give you a quick bench cam here. So hang tight, we'll be back at you about another minute break here. All right, the Wave are ready to go, the Jacks are ready to go, the refs are ready to go. Heck, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Give you a quick look here, ref cam, bench cam. So it looks like Church, Fuller, Larson, Frank, and Runningen. Pucks down. Face off, won by the Jacks. Fuller throws it in deep. This is Larson on the forecheck. Wave with a breakout here. Pass, nice job by Frank to intercept that. Fuller's again going to wrap it in deep and says, let's go get it. This is Larson along the far wall. Fuller gives it back to Runnigan. Just pops out of the zone. Runnigan throws back over to Frank. Frank right to a Wave girl right at the blue line. And cross ice it goes. Wave looking to gain the offensive zone. Stolen by Runnigan. Runnigan 1-on-2, looking for somebody to pass to or shoot. Gets knocked off her stick. Wave are going to circle around the near side. And up, that'll be Frank trying to keep it in the zone. She does. Throws it towards the net. That goes wide. This is going to be Runnigan throwing it in deep. Fuller in on the forecheck. Lost to Winkler. She tries the center, but nobody home. Larson looks like she's off on a change. Fuller off on a change. Frank shoots. That goes wide. This is going to be picked off by Pemberton. She tries the center to Winkler. And the Wave goalie puts the goal mid down and says, give me a whistle. Oh yeah, got him switched up, thank you. This is Winkler. 5 is Runnigan. Carlson's 12, I'll get it. Winkler throwing it towards the net. Let's get rid of that, go with that. Wave along the near wall here. Grand tries to get it over. This is gonna be Runnigan picking it up at the point. She throws it towards the net, that gets picked off by the Wave. Now the Wave 1-on-1 with Runnigan. Nice job by Runnigan. And looks like we're going to get a trip on Runnigan. Let's go to ref cam here, see what we got. All right, first penalty of the season. That's on Runnigan. So we're going to get a face-off in the Jacks zone here. That's Byron ready to go. So it looks like the penalty kill is going to be Carlson, Frank, Larson, and Wongberg. Good to see Wongberg out there. Tip. Oh, what a save by Byron. And we're going to throw that one up ice. So Byron sticks the leg pad out and got it. Here comes the Wave. Coming through center. Wongberg chasing. Good to see Wongberg on the ice. Always good energy when Wongberg's out there. So 1:24 left in the penalty. Another save by Byron. The Wave chuck it in deep. That's going to be Frank on it. To be Frank. And she gets it up ice. And that's going to make the Wave go 200 feet. Played by the goalie. Picked up by the Wave. And this one's going to go all the way up ice. And that's icing on the Wave. Not something you want to do when you're on power play. And this one's going to come all the way back to the left of the Wave goalie. So far, good job by the Killers. 59 to go in the penalty. 14 in the second period. Face off to the left of the Wave goalie. Face off won by the Jacks. Hard shot. Good save by the goalie. Up. 2-on-0. Coming on Byron on the power play. Shot. Byron gets the save. Still loose. And Byron got the mitt on it. Oh, wow. 2-on-0, couple of grade A chances and a couple of whiffs. Byron standing tall with 40 to go in the penalty. Coach is probably going to watch some film to see what happened on there. Totally got by the D. Jacks win the draw here. This is Knutson trying to get a handle on it. Wave tried to get it in deep. That one's going to pop back out to center. And they're going to have to tag up. O'Brien to pick it up. She should ice it. Losing the handle, but still having it is O'Brien. 17 to go here. Now she lost it. The Wave from behind the net. Now she's got it again. Coming to near wall for Knutson. 7 seconds to go in the penalty. Right out front in the slot. Shot. Save Byron. Jacks are full strength. This is Runnigan. Hot out of the box. Looking to make amends. Gets chipped off her stick. Pemberton has it. Throws it in. Runnigan's going to go get it. And that's icing on the Jacks. So this one's going to come all the way back to the left of Byron. So face off to the left of Byron here. Jacks control it. Fuller tries to hit Larson. Larson using her speed. Just wasn't able to quite get to it. Larson's going to throw it in deep. So Frank and Runnigan on the D. Green Wave behind their own net. Looking to get it out of the zone. Back to Runnigan. Shot towards the net. Blocked. Church throws it towards the net. That one was just going to go wide. And here come the Wave up through center. Good job by Runnigan throwing it up ice. Carlson's there. Church gains the blue line. Gets the shot off. Saved by the goalie. So face off to the left of the Wave goalie here. This is going to be Winkler, Pemberton, and Cantel on the far side. Looks like Grand. Back to the point. That's Carlson. Got that one right. 12's Carlson. Pemberton chasing behind the net. Got O'Brien here on the point. Blocked by Winkler. She keeps it in the offensive zone here, but now it comes out to O'Brien, who spins. And the Wave come in. Top of the circle. Shot. Byron puts it in the mitt. Pemberton gets it out of the zone. Picked up by O'Brien in her own zone over to Pemberton. She tries to get it up ice and now does. So this is Winkler off to go get it. Picked up by Winkler. Back to O'Brien. O'Brien tries to go cross ice. Carlson now throws it up ice. Tries to get it over to Grand. And the Wave throw it there. The Wave back inside their own zone to pick it up. 10:37 left here in the second. Here come the Wave with some speed, trying to get around O'Brien. Nice job by O'Brien. She throws it off the wall. Pemberton didn't see it. And that one goes wide, so Carlson's going to have to go get it. Carlson and Grand along the wall. Played by Pemberton, now by O'Brien. She throws it up ice. That's not going to have the mustard for icing. Well played. Bemidji changing, Wave changing. And they throw it up ice. Nice job by Frank. Frank now behind her own net. Brunette throws it up to Knutson. Knutson tries to get it to Wongberg, but it's going to be Runnigan to play it. Runnigan makes a move. Runnigan with the shot right in the mitt. Nice save by the Wave goalie. And she says, give me a whistle. So we're going to get a face-off to the right of the Wave goalie. Wongberg, Brunette. Frank Runnigan, and Knutson, it looks like. And here come the wave. Kept in by Frank. Shot goes wide. Longberg lost her timber. And here come the wave. Nice job by Burnett. Jacks keep it in. Longberg into the corner. Wave win that out to Frank. Pulls the trigger, blocked. Oh, just goes wide. That hit a wave out front. And here come the wave. Wave trying to gain the zone. Again, nice job by Frank. I like Frank's defense. This will be grabbed by Wongberg. Wongberg does the old spinorama. Loses the handle a bit, picked up by Runnigan. She throws it up the ice to Wongberg. Green Wave come away with it on the backhand. Now spinorama on the forehand. Shot. That one hit a wave out front, just ricocheted wide to the right of Byron. Now back to center. Wave trying to get it controlled inside the blue line. And now they get in. Picked up by the Wave side of the net. That gets blocked out front. Church with it behind the net. Tries to hit Larson up the wall. Picked off by Runnigan. Larson trying to get it out of the zone and does. Picked up by Church. Fuller trying to get there if she can. She'll throw it in deep. Wave out front, Bemidji changing the D. And this will be Larson back to go get it. Got O'Brien on the D. She throws it up to Fuller. Fuller gets it out of the zone, but it comes up to the D in center here. Battle right below us here, Church and Fuller. The Green Wave come away with it on the backhand. Top of the circle, throw it towards the net, played by Byron. Again, around to the far wall. Fuller tries to throw it over to Larson. And Larson throws it in deep. They're going to go out for a change. The Wave are going to pick it up, slingshot around their own net. Longberg looking good out there. Longberg throws it up ice. She's loose. She can get that step. She's got Grand with her. Grandy shoots and scores! Good hard working goal. That's 6 from 20 at least. We'll see if there's another assist. Nice shot by Grand on the bench cam. There it is. So in the second period, Bemidji takes a 2-0 lead. And we're going to go back to center here where we got Wongberg, Pemberton, and Grand. So Grand with their first goal on JV here. Grand tries to throw it up the wall, kept in by the Wave. And here come the Jacks, throwing it up ice, hit Grand on the backside of the stick. Frank, loose, Frank, shot, oh, just wide right. Just outside the post. Picked up by Carlson, throws it towards the net. That's wide left by a few feet. They're off on a change. Here come the Wave, picked off by Frank. Frank does the old spinorama. Now gets Cunnersick. Brunette tried to get it out of the zone. No dice. This will be Carlson with it. Carlson number 12. Got that again. I just about got him memorized now. That one goes off of Carlson. Over to Grand. She's able to get it out of the zone. Brunette on the chase. And the wave, good at the line. Tried to center right in the slot. Nice job by Carlson. Right out into the slot on the backhand is the wave. Frank making a move. She tries to get it over to Brunette. Brunette trying to battle through some white. Picked up by Church right in the slot. Church shoots, blocked. Oh, off the post! Oh, and Church on the backhand just missed it. Knutson tries to center. And the Wave are about ready for a whistle, but this is going to go back to Winkler. Winkler's going to wrap it up the boards. Picked up by Knutson. She gets it to Church. And the Wave are going to throw it up ice. Another picked up by Frank. That one's going to roll towards the net. Longberg into the corner here. Puck's right out front, just gets knocked off Fuller's stick. And the Wave still trying to get it out of their zone. They finally do. Picked up by Winkler, who gets it up to Knutson. She forgot it. Here it is to Longberg. Longberg over to Fuller. Fuller looking to shoot, and right into the mid of the goalie. With 4:05, 2-0 still your score. And it looks like coach is going to stick with these lines. So you got Runnigan, Winkler, Longberg, Fuller, and Larson. Fuller's going to shoot right off the goalie. Back to Winkler, over to Runnigan. Runnigan's going to throw it up ice. That gets picked off by the Wave. Wave on the backhand, trying to get to the forehand. That one's blocked. Larson's going to spin it the other way. Get it up to Runnigan. She throws it up to Fuller. Fuller tries to get it out of the zone. And that one doesn't have enough for icing. Longberg on the forecheck. Here comes the Wave the other way. Wave with some speed. Nice job by Runnigan. Sweeping with the stick. Fuller's going to pick it up, or the Wave have it. Right in front of us here, 3:08 to go in the second. Wave trying to get it in deep. That's Larson with her. Winkler stops it. Church on the job. Over to Fuller. That one gets through her wickets. Big howitzer that goes wide. Larson, she wraps it up ice, gets it out of the zone. Fuller peels off for a change. Here comes the Wave the other way. Stolen away by Church. Church over to Pemberton. Pemberton swings it from the backhand. Now picked up by the Wave, 2:30 to go. They go cross ice. Nice job by Runnigan. The Wave shot, saved by Byron. Byron puts it in the mitt and says, I'll take a whistle. And we're going to get a face-off here to the right of Byron. Give you the old side-by-side here. This is Church on the draw. 2:19 to go here in the second. Back to the point. Shot, saved by Byron. She puts it in the mitt. You had the back seat right there to see it. Good old goalie cam. So we'll leave it right there. Face off to the right of Byron. We're going to get a do-over with 2:16 to go. Church on the draw. Goes back to the point. Shot, tip. Little Plinko action there. Wave tries to throw it towards the net. Still there. Pemberton plays it off the wall. This is going to be Church to pick it up behind her own net. She tries to get it out of the zone. That one tipped high. And Byron says, give me a whistle, I'll take it again. Coach going to change him up here with 1:50 to go in the second. Still 2-0 your score. So this is Brunette, Knutson, Carlson, shot. That one was blocked by Winkler and goes back behind the net. Gets played into the corner. Knutson into the corner. Winkler in there to help. Wave, pick it up off the wall. Shot, kind of a shot, passing shot. Wave, back to the point. Shot, that one gets blocked. Knutson has it, tries to stretch out Larson. Oh, it just went off her stick. Knutson still with it, she gains the zone. And that one's going to come back to Winkler at center. To Carlson. Carlson tries to drive it in deep, she does. Brunette taking her spot at the point. Back to Larson. Larson ditches it back and just missed Brunette. Good idea. Brunette's going to throw it in deep. Jackson forced to check up. And they're going to call offsides with 52.3 to go. Oh, wasn't offsides. They're going to call icing, which is going to put this one all the way back to the left of Byron. Off the draw. Frank's going to pick it up. Frank doing the spinorama. Knutson with it. Kept in by the Wave. And Larson throws it into the offensive zone. Here comes the Wave the other way. Get around Larson. Still there with it. Now they throw it in behind the net. This will be picked up by Frank. She does the old spinorama. Over to Knutson. And that one's going to come out to center with 12 to go. That's going to be offsides. The Wave check up. It's going to be Frank to go get it. 6 seconds. And that one's blocked by Brunette. 2, 1. That's going to end the first here. The second, I believe we're going to get a resurface. If you want to see something fun, here's the resurface. The goalie cam is going to get a little movement. We'll go give you bench cam for now. I'll go get the scoring and see if we got another assist on that second goal by Grand, assisted by Wongberg.
I don't bite.
You don't bite.
Here comes the goalie cam. Nice, they're being careful. There you go. As we open the doors, we're going to see the Zamboni go right by. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you right there. He's watching out for our camera. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Good job. Little do you know you're on TV. Boom. Gotta like that. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right, everybody, I'm going to be back. Good time to get your snacks and beverages just after lunch here on your Saturday afternoon. 2-0 is your score in favor of the Jacks. I've got the shots.
You want what?
20 to 12. House has it 20-16, so we're close. Be back at you, everybody. Hang tight.
Patty, you want water? Regular Coke.
I got you.
Sharks, come on, I got another one. But here's all the different camera angles. So there's bench cam. All I have to do is switch them. That's this one, right? And then you got, that's the ref cam down there. So that's a goalie cam, and then this is the other goalie cam down there, but the door's open. So I can switch, and then I can put 2 things on the screen at one time, or I can do 4.
How do you do that while you're like watching the game and announcing?
Do it. I wish I need 2 people. 2 more people to help me, and then it's really good. Because you can even do more. I can do all kinds of editing and videos and interviews and stuff. But so I can only do so much by myself. But yeah, you just called Switcher Studio, and you just get rid of that, and then you decide just whichever one you want, and goes like that. And then yeah, if I have a second person doing another camera, then that one would take up another spot, and then this is just me switching, and if I want to do something else with it, I can. But so I have 9 cameras. So like the home games, I'll have one like where they come out of the locker room. Or, yeah, so
I wonder if there's any like, what's that class called? Like,
the high school.
yeah.
I've tried that, and they said they have so few kids, guys, they would call me back. Yeah, so.
It'd be a good learning experience.
It would, yeah.
They have.
So, but I'll take whoever I can get. Yeah.
I'll have to keep that in mind in case I.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, and then these are all powered now. I got microphones in there. My Wi-Fi, I'm bringing my own Wi-Fi. So now that it's high school, I can come up here and always get the house's Wi-Fi, or the house's hard internet. So, because you get to like the BCA, and if everybody's down there, it's slow and connected. So this is actual hardwired internet going through a wireless router. So all the cameras are hooked up to the wireless router. Pretty fun.
Once you get it organized and situated, then you know, like, it's probably easier to set up and stuff each time.
So it takes an hour. I know, right? Isn't that fun though? So yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do.
Well, and I'm sure the parents and families probably really
That's what it's all about. Yeah.
I know I almost didn't come today, but I was thinking I can watch it or listen to it. And it's just nice that they're
So it's always on the girls' high school hockey Facebook.
Okay.
So it's always going to be on there, or I've got a YouTube that's always on there.
Okay.
So one or the other. Yeah.
I think they have the girls' Facebook page.
Girls hockey or whatever, varsity hockey. Absolutely. Or if you want, I can send you the link. So send her the link. That guy. Well, this is the JV if you want to watch the 3rd period. So that's the
Someone
JV.
lost their car key, someone
And then here's the varsity. Because I'll shut it all off and turn it back on. And then
just send her the link. Okay.
yeah, you should be able to just, so that second one, this one's labeled as JV, and then I'll shut this off and open it up again for the varsity.
Thank you. I'll send her those. Oh, there you are. Oh, look great. Well, now you have your dog.
You're welcome. Good to see you guys.
Good luck.
Thank you. All right, hockey fans, you've probably heard all that discussion. People coming up wanting to see how well this broadcast is working. I appreciate everybody watching. Remember to like, subscribe, save. We're broadcasting on Facebook. We're on HockeyDad8665 on YouTube. So hope you're enjoying the broadcast here. We're going to try and get to all the games of the girls, JV and varsity this season. If we can make it work. And each game we should get a little bit better on the setup. And again, always looking for a dad, a brother, somebody to come, and here come the refs, somebody to come and help out and run one more camera. And that allows me to do a little bit more switching, or somebody that's interested in broadcasting, come up here and I'll make you head producer. You can decide which cameras are live and when. So team of 3 is optimal. Right now, let's give you the Zamboni cam door here. The guys are taking great care to make sure that my camera stays attached there. I super appreciate them. Looks like both refs are ready here. So 2-0 is your score here after 2 periods of play. We're playing 17-minute periods. House has got the shots, 20 for the Jacks, 16 for the Wave. We got 17 minutes left, then an intermission, and then we'll get the varsity out there. Goals by Church and Grand. Church assisted by Larson. Grand assisted by Wongberg, and I did check with the score table. No second assist on the Grand goal. Looks like we about got the net set up. Here's our gentleman going to take good care of our camera again, it looks like. Super appreciate him again. You're on TV, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking care of that camera and that battery for me. Here we go. Net cam back in play. Net cam number 1. Net cam number 2. Split camera net cams. Here you go. Camera 1, camera 2. So again, thanks to the staff here at the East Grand Civic Center. Let's go live on the bench cam here. And here comes East Grand. Let's do a split screen here. So it looks like Byron's staying in the net here for the duration. Looks like game number 1's in her hands. Wave stretching it out here. Get you a look at both teams here. Look at that. Refs and both benches at the same time. How amazing is that camera view right there? Again, welcome everybody to the game 1 on the season. This is your Lumberjacks versus East Grand Forks Green Wave. JV to start, varsity to follow. 2-0 is your score as you come back from getting those snacks. Just refreshing on the numbers. 15 is Frank, 6 is Grand. Ooh, we got a new one. Olivia Coe's out there, number 3. Joins the force. 9's Fuller, 23's Brunette, 7 is Larson, 19's Knutson, 12 is Carlson, not going to forget that one, 3 is Coe, 16 is Winkler, And it looks like, if I've calculated right, Wongberg played the second period. Coe's getting the third. So those girls are allowed to play 4 periods of hockey. So Wongberg out. She got an assist while she was here. And Coe in. Looks like the refs are about ready to start. Wave are good. Jacks are good. So Church, Fuller, Larson to start. Carlson and Frank on D. Byron in the net says she's good. Wave goalie says she's good. Wave win the draw. Bring it back. Larson in there to try and get it into the zone. Comes back to the Wave. Wave tried to break it up through center. Comes wide. Nice job by Carlson. She throws it up ice. Picks it up again. Tries to get it. Now Frank's going to pick it up. She's going to try and get it to Larson. And the Wave were able to keep it in the zone here. Carlson goes down on a heap. In a heap. And the Wave right out front. Going to be picked up by the D. Somebody should get in front of that. Save Byron. And the Wave get the first shot of the third here. So the faceoff's going to come to the right of Byron. Coach going to switch him up here early. 39 seconds in. And it looks like Pemberton, Grand, Coe, Carlson, and Frank. Puck's down. Picked up by Grand. Grand tries to get it inside the zone. Coe's going to pick it up. Gets knocked off her stick. Here come the Wave the other way. Nice job by Grand. Grand's going to throw it in deep. Wave get in there to pick it up. Nice job on forecheck there by somebody. Looked like Coe. And that one's waved off. Coe into the corner. Where the Wave are going to pick it up. They're going to try the other side. Picked up by Pemberton. And now they're going to try the near side again. They throw it up ice. Carlson trying to keep it in. Stolen by Coe. Coe at the hash mark. Coe looking for somebody to pass to. Oh, Pemberton out front, but the Wave just got a stick on it. Stolen by Coe. Coe shoots low. Saved by the Wave goalie. And this is going to come out to center. Pemberton loses the handle. Wave throw it on the net, and Byron says, give me a whistle. And we're going to get a face-off to the left of Byron.
Go, guy!
Where it looks like Church, Knutson, Brunette, Runnigan, and O'Brien. Church on the draw. Brunette taking it away. Here comes Knutson, one-on-one. She's got Church. Knutson shoots. That one goes wide right or wide left of the goalie. Out front. Comes back out to the point. O'Brien throws it towards the net. That one's tipped. And here come the Wave. Kept in by Runnigan. Runnigan shoots right in the mitt. Puck's back out loose. Church trying to get a handle on it. Knutson there. She tries to dish it back to Runnigan. Runnigan's got the handle on it from the point. Blocked by the Wave. And here come the Wave with some speed. Trying to get around O'Brien. Nice job by Runnigan. Now the Wave are going to try and center. Back just in time. Out to the point. Stolen by Brunette. Brunette coming through center. He's going to try and get it in deep. That gets rejected. O'Brien into the corner. Nice job by O'Brien. She backhands it over to Knutson. Knutson gets it stolen from her. Here come the Wave. Oh, just about made it past Runnigan. O'Brien along the far wall. Centered. Kept in by the Wave. It should be O'Brien to be the first one there. She's going to circle it back to Runnigan. Now O'Brien's going to rip it around the near side by Larson. Larson run over. She's going down in a heap. This is Runnigan again. Spinorama. Stolen by the Wave. Wave come off the wall with it on the backhand. That goes wide. Fuller to pick it up. Fuller tries to get up out of the zone and does. Picks up her own pass. Fuller goes wide left. Fuller looking for somebody to pass to. Right up front to Larson, who was just handcuffed. Fuller from behind the net. Now picked up by the Wave. Wave trying to get around Larson. They throw it behind the net. Where Winkler's going to pick it up. Oh, the Wave out front, stolen by Frank. Frank gives it over to Larson. Back to Frank. Frank one-on-one on the near wall, stolen by the Wave. Here come the Wave with speed. Yeah, that probably was offside. Nice job, everybody getting back. That could have gotten ugly. Frank's still with it. Frank's going to give it up to Grant. Frank having a heck of a game. Grant's going to go back to get it. That gets jammed up in the corner. Coe throws it to the other corner where Church is going to go after it. Church tries to give it to Coe. That didn't work. And now back over to Coe. Coe wraps it up the wall. The Wave throw it back to the D. Green Wave trying to get a back shot. Played by Byron. Woo, big whiff on the howitzer attempt. That one comes out of the zone. Wave gonna gather it up. They throw it up the wall. Back to Frank. Frank coming through center again. Frank with speed, trying to get around 3 white. Shot. That one goes wide just to the right of the net. Frank's still in deep. She's all over the place. Coe from behind the net. Tipped up high. Here come the Wave. But she just lost the handle. And here come the Wave. Looking to pass. Right out front and a goal. So that one gets by Byron.
Woo! Yeah, way to go, White! Do it again, girl!
It's like 23 from 18 for the Wave. Makes a game out of it. So 2-1's now your score. This is Pemberton on the draw. Going away by Runnigan.
Let's go, girls!
Runnigan gains the zone. Here come the Wave. Carlson in the way. Take the shot. That was a FedEx Express. Right over top of the net. One of these days I should get some sponsorship money from FedEx. Just saying. This one out to the point. Shot. Oh, just over the top of the net. That one was a next day air special. So the Wave, making a wave here. Well played, Brunette. Brunette got Carlson. Tries to dish it out to Carlson. Here they come the other way. 2-on-1 against Runnigan. That one goes wide of Byron. Runnigan thrown up. That one's chipped up in the air. Wave throwing it up ice. Knutson is able to keep it in the zone. That could be icing. The arms up. And the Jacks can take a breather as that's icing on the Wave. And this one's going to come all the way back to the left of the Wave goalie. 9:26 to go here in the third. 2-1 your score. This is Coe on the draw. This is going to be won by the Wave. Wave trying to come through center. Get by O'Brien. This is Winkler. Actually, Coe will be the first one there. Nice job by Coe. Coe with some energy. He tries to get it up ice. That's denied. Nice move by the Wave. Shot. Byron puts it in the mitt. Says, give me a whistle. So the Wave have brought a couple of their varsity players down here for the third period. You're noticing a little bit of extra energy here on the Wave. So this one was Pemberton, the Wave with a block. Winkler lost the handle. Wave gather it up, goes behind the net. This is Grand. Grand trying to get it over to Coe. That's intercepted by the Wave. Wave throw across ice, stolen by Pemberton. He tries to get out of the zone. That's denied. That one gets by O'Brien. And back around to O'Brien. Shoves it into the near corner. That one's going to be grabbed up by Grand. She lost the handle. That one's going to come out of the zone. 8:14 to go. Wave go D to D. And they gain the blue line. Shot. Another FedEx Express. Hard shot, too. This one back to the Wave. That was Byron with a pad flipper save. Winkler and Grand on it. Back to the point. Nice job by Brunette. Goes left cross ice. Grand, if she can get there first, she does. Grand looking for number 2. Nice job by the defense. And that one's stolen back by Grand. She's going to throw it in deep. And the arm's up if it makes it. And that's icing on the Wave. That'll bring it back to the left of the Wave goalie. This is Fuller on the draw with Coe and Larson. Kept in by Runnigan. Kept in again by Runnigan. Coe and Fuller on the chase. Fuller picks it up along the wall. She tries to get it in deep. 1-on-2. Back to Runnigan. Shot. And the Wave goalie says, give me a whistle. So I'll do this over again. Fuller, Larson, Coe. That one just pops out to center. The Wave through center. Trying to get her around Runnigan. That one, will get it out of the zone. Here's Larson with it. Larson tries to hit Coe. Coe 1-on-1. Coe looking to make a move. Tries to get it to Larson. Oh, just got it behind her. And this one's going to come out to center. Fuller drops it back to Frank. Frank just lost the handle. Back to Runnigan. Runnigan over to Fuller. Fuller gets it out of the zone. And the Wave tee it up, throw it into the offensive zone. Jacks are changing. Wave throw it in deep again. And this will be Frank going to get it. He wraps it around the wall, comes out to the point. Oh, Pemberton had a plan. That one gets blocked by Larson. Pemberton She throws it up to Larson. Larson gets it out of the zone. Knutson, oh, just about stole it. Knutson still couldn't get her handle on it. And now that one's going to come back to Runnigan. Runnigan throws it over to Frank. That gets stolen off her stick. Runnigan going to try again. Over to Pemberton. Wave able to keep it in the zone here. Gets knocked off her stick. Frank will be the first one there again. Now Runnigan. She tries to get it up to Knutson. Nobody home. Nobody home at the point for the Wave. Comes back out to center. Watch it. Number 9 with some speed. Shot. Saved by Byron. Great save by Byron. That's icing, or excuse me, offsides on the Wave. 4:22 to go in the third here. Exciting. 2-1 to score. Church Co. Brunette. Cross ice. It's going to come back to Carlson. Carlson tries to get it up to Cole. They get it deep in the zone. Up ice come the Wave. Nice job by Cole. Good at the line. And that's going to put Jack in the box. And it looks like Cole and that's how you say trip in ref world. So second penalty on the Jacks here. 2 minutes for Cole for a trip. We're going to have our hands full of this one. Hold on, everybody. Fuller on the draw. Byron in the net. Winkler. Fuller pulls it back. She's going to rip it around. Goes to Runnigan. Puck's loose out front. And Byron says, give me a whistle. Did check with Fuller on that one. She just might have cleared the zone there nicely. Cleared the crease. Face off to the right of Byron here. Goes to the wall. Now back to the point. Shot blocked by Fuller. Back to the point again. That one's out front. Fuller gets it out of the zone. 2-on-1 with Larson. She's going to rip it in. Larson will be the first one over there. Oh, but got past her. That one comes back to Runnigan. Runnigan gets around another player. 1:11 left here. Runnigan's going to rip it around the boards. Here come the Wave. Picked up by Larson. Larson trying to gain the zone. She gets it in deep. Fuller off on a change. Church out. Larson along the end wall being pesky. Way to go, Larson. And here they come, 3-on-2. Runnigan and Winkler thrown towards the net. Played by Byron. Church bats it up. This is going to be just be able to kept inside the zone. Somebody's messing with my ref cam. 20 seconds to go. Save Byron. Puck still loose. Comes loose. Church trying to get a handle on it. Stolen by the Wave. Shot off the side of the net. 7 seconds left in the penalty. Shot tipped. Blocked by Church. Shot also blocked out front. Coe's hot out of the box. Coe bats off the back wall. Thrown out front on the one-timer. Just missed by the Wave. 1:42 to go. Watching the net on the goalie cam here. And that looks like icing on the Jacks. That's going to make the face-off to the right of Byron. So watching the net here for the... I'm going to go timeout Wave. So timeout by the Green Wave. I'm going to go fix my camera here. I'll be right back, people. All right, we got goalie cam back, or ref cam back. .33 left in the timeout for the Wave. Bench cam for the Jacks. Five seconds in the timeout. We'll get back at it here. All right, this faceoff is going to come to the right of Byron. Looks like Carlson, Brunette, Larson, Frank, and Knutson. Face-off, played by the near wall. Wave tried to go back, 1:33 here. The net's empty, 6 on 5. There it is. Frank, he throws it high up off the glass. And that should be icing on the Jacks, and it is. With a $1:19 left. We'll get a face-off this time to the left of Byron. So Church on the draw. Larson, Fuller, Carlson, and Frank. Josh out of reach. Shot, what a save by Byron! Church gets it out, save Byron. Shot, that one's blocked out front. Backhand. Byron says, give me a whistle. Gotta like that goalie cam view. Way to go, Byron. Not sure who got that block. See, we got one too many out there in blue. Church on the draw. 56 to go. Winkler from behind the net. Blocked by the Wave. Wave tried to center out front. Fuller trying to get somewhere with knocked off her stick. Shot, save Byron. Puck is still loose, save Byron. And we get a whistle. Both teams switching them up again. Frank and Runnigan right back out. Quick changes here, 34.5 to go. The net is still empty for the Wave. Puck is down. Puck is loose, comes to the near wall. Wave try to throw it in deep. Frank to try and get it, goes into the corner. Wave have it, dish it back to the point. Shot, save Byron, save Byron, a goal. To tie it up, looks like number 11. with 13.1 to go. Co, Brand, went for one more player for the Wave. Carlson and Winkler out on defense. 7 seconds to go. 3, looks like overtime a go-go here. And it is. So at the end of regulation, scores tied 2-2. 26-22 shots at the end of regulation is what I got. I think I saw the ref holding up 5 fingers. We're playing 5-on-5 for overtime here. So 5 minutes on the clock. We're going to OT. I think the goalies will switch ends. Wave's good to go. Yep, we're switching ends. So Byron's going to head to my right. Wave goalie to the left. Church, Fuller, Larson. Frank and Carlson on defense. Face off won by the Wave. Pulled up by Bemidji here. Fuller throws it towards the net. Wave pick it up in the far corner. And this one's picked up by Frank. Fuller puts it down. Fuller shoots off the post! Just missed. Almost went in the upper corner. Big old ring the dinner bell. Fuller behind the net. She picks it up again. Fuller wraps it off the back wall. Waver going to throw it up ice. And that one's coming all the way back. Frank's going to have to pick it up. Frank gets it knocked off her stick. Stolen by the Wave. Carlson to pick it up. Carlson has it. She's got a plan. Now she gives it over to Church. Church to Carlson. Carlson looking for somebody to pass it to out front. Fuller off, Brandy on. 3:47 counting here. And that's icing on the Wave, which will bring this one all the way back to the right of the Wave goalie. Both teams switch them up. So Pemberton, Grand, Co, O'Brien, and Winkler. Co lost the handle. That one gets by O'Brien. Wave coming through with it at center. And offsides on the Wave. 3:28 to go. Jacks are sticking with Pemberton, Grand, Co. That one, won by the Jacks. This is O'Brien to go get it. That gets knocked off her stick. Winkler with it. Winkler Throws it up, tries to get it to Coe. Coe tries to tip it by a green wave. Wave circling back behind their own net. Now they throw it up ice. Nice job on the back check by Coe. He throws it up ice. Pemberton looking to get a handle on it. And Coe's going to rip it in deep. They go out for a change. Here come the Wave. Brunette, Knutson, and Church. Winkler's going to have to pick it up. Going through neutral. Knutson whacks it in deep. No icing. 2:35 to go. Wave from behind their own net. Kept in by Runnigan. Kept in again by Runnigan off Knutson. Oh, tried to feed Brunette. Intercepted by the Wave. Here come the Wave trying to get it around O'Brien. And Church. Right out the slot. One-timer goes nowhere. Wave picking it up in the far corner. Back to the D. Now they throw it in deep. Church is going to whack it towards the wall. Now Brunette got a handle on it. She throws it up. That's going to go to the point. Shot. That one's blocked by Church. Tipped up high in the air. Back to the point for the Wave. Hard shot. Ripped right in the back of a Wave player. And that's Pemberton. Excuse me, Knutson. She threw it up ice. Jacks are changing. Picked off by Runnigan. Now off her stick. Frank is going to throw it in deep. Icing's waved off. 1:28 and counting. Here come the Wave with speed. Hang on, everybody. Nice job by Runnigan. Again, this one is going to go back to Frank. Frank tries to get it to Fuller. That gets intercepted by the Wave. Now Larson going to go grab it. He gets pinched off on the wall. Wave pick it up. Frank down in a heap. Picked up by Runnigan. Just out of Fuller's reach. Here comes Frank, 53 to go. Wave keep it in deep. This is going to be Runnigan to get it. He throws it up ice. Fuller gets it out of the zone. Back at center, 37 to go. Here come the Wave on sides, 1-on-4, shot. That goes wide of Byron. Runnigan throws it up ice. Just unable to get it past Vice Fuller. Here comes Runnigan to Larson. And they throw it up ice. Frank's to get it, 19 to go. Frank makes the move. Frank onside. Shot. Oh, just wide left. Larson up the wall. 10 seconds. Throws it towards the net. And just kept out of the zone. That's going to wrap it up for overtime. Now we'll see what they do. That might be a final, and it looks like it is. So that's going to be a final. 2-2 is your score. Final shot. What are you doing? 23 to 26 is what I had. They got 30. I'll go with that. These are official. We're going to get the handshakes here. Nice comeback by the Wave, coming back from down 2. 2 unanswered with an empty net goal. And hang tight, everybody. So we're going to shut this link off and switch over to the varsity link, complete this game. And we'll be back at you here in just a couple minutes. We'll stay there, Lex. There you go. All right, everybody, that's a wrap on the JV game. Final 2-2. Final shots on net. Wave out shoot us 30-23 with that great comeback in the third period. So we're going to wrap this one up, and we'll be back at you with the varsity game in a